We're going to make an interface for a Baofang radio, and we're going to use it for fox hunting. Basically, we're going to make a beacon. We'll hide it out somewhere and see if people can find it. Now, I started with a little lapel microphone, and I took it apart. This is the push-to-talk switch, and this is the microphone in there. So, in order to transmit, we just have to push this button here, and these two wires here are grounded together. This happens to be our ground here. So when we push the button, it just shorts between here and here, and that lets us transmit. So we'll make that first. So what I did is I just took a optocoupler here, and now you could use just a transistor or a MOSFET or whatever you want, just to switch this pin here. But I picked these optocouplers because I don't want any voltage coming back into the Arduino, and there are 3.3 volts out on some of these pins here. So basically, we just made a push to talk button. We just when we energize pin 6 here, it's going to energize this optocoupler and turn it on, and that'll be our push to talk button. Now for our microphone, the microphone is just connected. This side goes to ground, and the other side is your microphone here. So all we have to do here it is here. Now it's a condenser microphone, and it has a little piece of material that's it's got a permanent electric field on it. It's not like a permanent magnet, but it's a permanent electric field, and it operates this FET in here. So just a field effect transistor. So instead of using this FET, now they do have optocouplers with FETs in them. This H11F3M, that's a optocoupler with a FET in it, but I just use a standard one here, and just a NPN transistor here. So we're going to pin 7 here. We're going to create 800 hertz signal, and with a square wave, and we're going to put that into the microphone here. So, and this is going to be isolated from the set. So that's about all we have to do with that. Now for the Arduino code, all we do is we digitally write 6 high. Pin 6 goes high. That's our push to talk button. And then here we can digitally write 13 high. I'm using that just as an indicator there to tell me when it's sending the Morse code. And then this tone 7 800, this means that we're going to put a tone on pin 7 and 800 hertz. Okay, now you can use 700 hertz if you want. I like this 800 hertz sound at 800, and then a delay for 1/10 of a second, and then we're going to digitally write that pin low again, and then we write no tone on 7, and that turns the tone off, and then we wait 1/10 of a second again, and that's going to be our DIT. Okay, our dot or our DITs. Right now for a dash, we do the same thing. We write 13 high, tone 7, 800, and this time we delay for 300 seconds. It's 3 times longer than the DA is 3 times longer than the DIT there. And then no tone, and another 1/10 of a second in between DITs and DAs there. And then in between the words, we add another 350 milliseconds there. And so that's the space between the words, and then we digitally write the push to talk low again, and that's basically all there is to it. So we're going to I'll hook it up to a couple radios, and we'll see if it works. So here's our setup. What I did is I took the charger base and I added a jack to it, and to get power off the battery, so I don't have to have a separate battery. I'm just going to use the power from the radio. Now normally this side here is our source, and this is our load on this side, and when we plug this in we can charge the radio. But in this case I'm making this the source, the power, and this side will be the load over here. Now in electrical work, this is the male plug. You would never make that the source, because you have exposed metal there, and if you touch it you could get electrocuted. But for some reason we use it like that in electronics. But this is our source, and this is going to be our load. So I can plug this guy in, and that's going to run the Arduino right here. Now I'm going to turn on the radio. turn that up a little bit. So that's it. It should work. Now, I have in the code, about every less than 10 minutes, I'm sending out my call sign, so that makes it legal. You have to send your call sign at least every 10 minutes. So, but that it should work. I haven't ran it for more than 10 minutes on the desk here, so we'll see if it'll work all day long. And anyway, that'll be my little fox hunting rig. Thank you.